our research about the relationship between students' reading habits and the academic performance of grade 9, 10, 11, and 12 students in Talamon National High School.
Background of the study. Many students are more engaged in online application, which allows them to access information, entertainment, and other online purposes. Talamon National High School has a reading corner that allows students to access reading materials, but we observed that only fewer students are visiting the library to read. And we believe this causes many students unconfident in answering oral question and having low academic performance. Maybe this is because some students spend less time reading because they are diverted by their electronics. According to Octay Akarsu, compared to the printed counterparts, online version of books, magazines, and newspapers are offered at relatively affordable prices. Online documents are simple to access, giving the readers freedom to read whatever and wherever they want. However, despite its advantages, some educators might worry that technology capacity for entertainment overrides its function in education. There is a three-pronged approach that emphasizes a few key principles to assist students in developing a habit of reading. A wide selection of books, easy access to reading time, and faculty members who are passionate readers who can aid students in focusing on and understanding what they are reading. According to Polanyi, developing a reading habit is essential for creating a literate society and the present society. It shapes the personality of individuals and it helps them to develop proper thinking methods and creates new ideas. Based on the observation of researchers, they have witnessed that the library never been used by teachers nor students. It can be observed that there is no activities or program have been created in the campus to encourage students to read and develop the reading habit. Because of this, the researcher in Talamon National High School came up with this idea and also experiencing this kind of difficulty in reading.
Research gap. There are several related studies that only focus on the reading materials preferred by proponents of the related studies, such as lectures, notes, magazine, books, novels, and etc.
Significance of this study. This knowledge will help society understand how well-read students are, and it will give people actionable suggestions for how to help many more students develop good reading habits. This study would help to provide information and knowledge about the reading habits of the students. From the respondents, recent websites, or relevant articles that could help parents, teachers, and other people in the society to do something to encourage learners to their reading habits.
Review of related literature. There are some relevant studies conducted by previous researchers related to this research. M. Owusu Achibu and Agatha Gifty Larson 2014 who collected the data using a questionnaire. The purpose of the study was to determine how students' reading habits affect their academic performance. The study was carried out at Koforidua Polytechnic in Ghana's eastern region. The statistical package for social science, or SPSS, was utilized for the quantitative analysis of the collective data. Many respondents acknowledged the significance of the reading. The study confirmed that academic performance is influenced by reading habits and that reading habits are related to academic performance.
According to Samuel et al. 2017, the Asantecua State Junior High School in Ghana's Kitampo Municipality was used in a case study to examine gender difference in reading habit in school in Molan. For the study, 144 students were chosen. A random questionnaire were used to gather the responses. Female readers are more optimistic about reading than male readers, the study findings show. The study conclusion suggests that educators should create initiatives that will attract the inspired student to develop healthy reading habits. The school administration and the Parents Association should collaborate to establish a library in the school because it serves as a repository of knowledge and is integral part of the education system.
Theoretical framework. This study is anchored on the learning theories, which are the socio-cultural theory and ecological system theory. The impact of social environment on the human development is covered in Uri Bronfenbrenner's ecological system theory. According to him, these environments' interaction change as a child grows and develops. As a child's physical and cognitive structures develop and mature, this complexity may appear.
Statement of the problem. The purpose of this study is to determine the relationship between the reading habits and academic performance of the Loma National High School, grade 9, grade 10, and senior high school students during the academic year 2022 to 2023. Especially, this study sought to answer the following questions. Number 1. What are the reading habits among grade 10 and senior high school students? Number 2. Is there a significant relationship between the reading habit and academic performance of the students?
Research design. This study will use a quantitative research design that allows the research to find information by gathering numerical data, which will then be analyzed and provide accurate and reliable findings. A questionnaire was adopted by researchers from the study of Oktay Akarso and Tevfik Daryemes in Ataturk University. To link or connect the questionnaire to the focus of our study, there have been some changes and improvements made in this survey. Correlational research questions will be used to examine the relationship between students' reading habits and their academic performance.
Description of the population, student in grade 9 and 10, and senior high school at Salomo National High School will try to compensate the study population and portion of this population will be used to select the study sample.
Description of respondents. The respondents in this study will be grade 9, 10, and senior high school students from Talomo National High School, who will be chosen at random using a random sample technique and a few selection criteria. With the use of this selection parameter, each member has an equal chance of being included in the sample. The master list of the students from grade 9, 10, and senior high school will be requested from the office of the school principal through a letter of permission.
Description of research instrument. The teacher's made instrument will be utilized in conducting the survey to determine the frequency in which students' reading habits. Additionally, using secondary data on the participants' average grade, the researcher will attempt to determine the relationship of the frequency in which student reading habits and academic performance. And the researcher will also easy to compare the frequency of students' reading habit according to its curriculum level.
Data collection process. A survey questionnaire will be used to collect the data, to gather information about the students' reading habits and how they relate to academic performance. Before launching the full survey, the researcher will conduct pilot testing to find issues following the questionnaires validation. During the pilot stage, each question is tested for validity. The researcher will set up a schedule of the time the survey will be conducted and ask the class advisors of the chosen class sections for permission once the questionnaire passes the pilot testing without errors and is validated throughout the process.
The frequency of the reading habit of both grade 9, 10, and senior high school students will be described throughout the data presentation and analysis of these studies. Using MS Word and MS Excel, the frequency of the student reading habit will be attained using descriptive statistic like frequency means the percentage, the person product moment correlation will be used to determine the relationship between student frequency and reading and academic performance.